A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. I'm Jack Smith, joined by Sheets for the Manager's Show. Sheets, another strong win yesterday. What did you see from your squad?
I was really happy with the way we played. We've been talking about making some offensive adjustments and runners in scoring position, having better bats, and you got to see a little bit of a laser show, which was fun because it's in there. But really liked the way we pitched. Could have cleaned up a couple defensive spots, but really very impressed with the offensive development.
What did it take for the team to come through with runners on and runners in scoring position yesterday?
A lot of our conversations come back to keeping things simple. I think you get up here and I'll give you an example. Today was our classroom session about who you are is enough. And you don't have to come up here and be more than who you are. When you do that, you're playing out of character. You step out of bounds. You're trying to do things that aren't equatable to who you are. And you got to take a step back and get back to simple, get back to comfort, get back to who you are and let that play through. And we saw a lot of guys take a little bit off their swing. You do that, you have a greater chance of contact, greater chance for hits, all those things that are simple. But again, the core message was get back to being who we are.
Can you quickly sum up that classroom session from earlier? You don't have to go through the whole thing, but what'd you tell the guys?
Brother, in the spirit of true transparency, they're going to figure out. I'm going to give you all of it. A couple things were this. One is we're doing an awesome job on every front when it comes to the community part of this. We're crushing 50-50. We're crushing past the hat. I'm getting compliments all the time. We had players go to the playground today while we were taking BP and meet with some families and some kids. We're crushing that piece. But I reminded them that the key to success in a situation is to make sure that you show up and you stay authentic to who you are. And when you step outside of that, or in an at bat, a lot of hitters like, well, if I hit this ball 450 feet, that's going to feel really good. When in our left center gap, it's 357. All you got to do is hit it 358 feet. Just be who you are. Like, keep it as simple as you can and do who you are in spots, in moments, day to day. Now you get the chance to build consistency. But the key to all that is that you never step out of being who you are. It's like walking into any scenario in life and walking up to a group of people and faking it to fit in with that group. Well, anybody worth their salt's going to pick out and expose that. And it's the same way these pitchers, they're going, oh, you're trying to do too much, and they're getting exposed. Pull back on that and just be who you are. Be a contact guy. Be a backside guy that can score runs. Be a guy that shows up, knows how to hit a ground ball up the middle, and scores a guy from second and third. Be who you are, and that's the key to the whole thing.
One of your guys used the backside a couple of times yesterday. Yeah. Austin O'Verne, 5 RBIs. Yeah. What did you see from him yesterday?
The best part was what Zach put in the article was that his first at bat, he almost keeps one inside the foul pole, and he comes back and he's on deck again. He goes, Coach, I hope that pitch shows up again. I goes, well, when it shows up, do what you're supposed to do. And it was the same pitch in the same location. He just kept it fair, and that's an indication for us that guys are trusting their abilities. The key to what was kind of come back to in an offensive setting is if you don't trust who you are and trust your training and trust your skill set, then you're not giving yourself any kind of shot. And so O'Verne goes back to, I'm pretty good at contact. I'm pretty good at when I don't chase the ball up, I square things up around the belt. John Bay, when I don't try to do too much, I just hit balls really hard. He just turns on a ball, puts a good swing on it, and jets out to left. That is an indicator that they're starting to click. And again, we talk about comfortability. They're starting to become who they're supposed to be, and that's all we can ever ask for.
Pitching staff got back on track yesterday. What will it take for Kyson Witherspoon to keep things going?
Just recognize where guys are having success. I think Drake was a good example yesterday. He had 3, even 4 pitches working for him, but man, he was pounding the strike zone. When you live in 0-2, 1-2 counts, the odds are in your favor. I mean, it doesn't take a brilliant scientist to figure out that hitters are really good in 3-1 counts. A lot of their hits yesterday were in advantage counts. Well, if you limit those opportunities and you stay ahead as a pitcher, and more than that, you got to have a second pitch. When those are happening for strikes, man, you can do anything you want. So Kyson, we hope, shows up with that mentality. I know he's fired up. He's ready to rock and roll. It's a beautiful day in Cotuit, and we're ready to go.
There's some more sun here. If you weren't here at Veterans Field the last couple of days, there was a lot of fog. What was your first take on the fog?
Man, it was really cool watching it roll in, and I just, you don't know like what's going to happen. I'm kind of waiting for one of those games where the fog comes in and you can't see the outfielders. It'll look like a little like Field of Dreams, like people walking in from the smoke. I like, it's just a unique weather system up here, and it's cool to kind of watch it move and watch it shake. They told us we wouldn't see the sun this weekend. Here it is. And again, for us, it's learning every single day. The Cape is such a special place. It comes with special dynamics. Fog's one of them for us in Chatham.
I'm Jack Smith, wrapping up the Manager's Show here at Lowell Park before Chatham takes on the Cotuit Kettleers. Sheets, thanks again for the time.
Thanks again, Jack. Appreciate you, man.